Hey, Lions, what time is it? It's Lion TV news coming to you from the 3703 Sampson Street, Houston studios. Let's do this.
Hello, and welcome to JY News. I'm E-Class, and I'm joined by my co-hosts Rachel, Alex, and Elijah. There are a lot of great things happening around JY, so let's get right into what you need to know.
Mr. Hamilton will be taking care of laptop issues in the library during first period on A days and after school from 3 to 3:30 every day unless otherwise announced. Make sure you have a pass before you head down to the library or you will be turned around.
If you are lyrically talented, this is for you. Mr. Dargis is looking for poets, playwrights, and authors for club logos. If you are a creative writer, your talents are needed. For more information, please see Mr. Dargis in room 2130.
We'd like to give a special shout out to all the awesome scholars who were inducted into the National Honor Society last night. Congratulations and keep up the good work, Lions.
This special announcement is for the exceptional young ladies of Jack Yates. If you are looking for a mentor or if you are interested in learning how you can become an even more greater young woman, you should consider joining Jack Yates Young Women of Excellence. For more information, please see Ms. Lucian in room 2114 or Ms. Williams in room 2123.
Scholars, we all want to represent Jack Yates well, so let's make sure that we're looking great and our very best every day. Make sure you're in dress code and make sure your pants are at your waist.
Thanks, Rachel. And speaking of a good-looking Lions, the Yates football team is taking on Sharpstown tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Barnett Stadium. It's senior day at the game, so the football team is asking that everyone wear a red shirt to the game to support.
The boys' basketball trials are underway. We're looking forward to seeing another amazing season and hopefully another run to the playoffs.
That's right, Alex. Hopefully, after a few of our All-Star players graduate, they can help the Rockets get to where they need to be. Unfortunately, they lost their season opener to the Denver Nuggets on Wednesday, but with the new addition to the team, this looks like it will be a bright season for them.
I hope so. Let's also give a quick shout out to Jack Yates alumni Joe Young, who played in his first NBA game on Wednesday with the Pacers. We know that he's going to be a great point guard for that team and looking forward to him being very successful.
Congratulations, Joe Young. This weekend, the Texans are taking on the Tennessee Titans, and even though they haven't been as great as they could be, we're one game out of our place in our division, so hopefully they can pull off a win.
Thanks, E-Class. Coming up next, we'll check out a story about a young lady who is really breaking barriers. Before we do, we'd like to invite you to join the JYELA Department for Literacy Night. It's an evening of literacy information concerning literacy in the Lions Den on November 4th from 5 to 7 p.m. Make sure you come out and join us.
Thanks, Rachel. I'm sure everyone has heard of mixed martial arts, or MMA, as most people like to say it. So I have a question. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a professional fighter? Well, if you have, check out this story about Ashlyn Curry, a young lady who is stepping outside the box. Check this out.
It was something different. It was a way to channel an energy that I wasn't able to channel doing anything else. Physically, it makes me better. Mentally, I'm able to focus on one thing and put every negative energy that I've had and hit a bag as hard as I can or kick it as hard as I can or from sparring or fighting, give it everything that I have. I do Muay Thai. I'm trying to perfect my ground game and hopefully I get to fight, the #1 female in the world one day. I do a warm-up for about 15-20 minutes. I work on my footwork, where I start hitting the bag, and watching myself in the mirror, making sure that my technique is where it should be. Then I'll do pad work or I'll do some sparring with someone. I'll do some weight training, jumping on tables and pushing myself past the limit. I started doing Muay Thai in 2009. While I was overseas is how I found out that I had multiple sclerosis. I ended up having to go see a doctor and they were saying, find something outside of work that you love, and immediately, oh yeah, I used to do Muay Thai. It was like soon as I left, my car drove itself to the nearest gym and I signed up. I didn't ask any questions. I want to open a gym myself, and I mostly want to teach kids and inner city youth to channel energy into something more positive. It's what my heart screams for. It really is.
Wow, what a cool story. It proves that when you try new things, you can find something that makes you great. Coming up next, we'll share a few thoughts on things that have been happening around the country this week. Before we get there, we just want to remind you that coronation is just around the corner. It's taking place on November 20th and will feature a lot of great surprises. Stay tuned for more information as it becomes available, but you need to definitely be there because it is going down that night.
What do you guys think about the situation that took place in South Carolina?
It made me mad.
I don't believe that he had the right to just slam her like that because she did not have a weapon or anything on her and she didn't pose a threat to anyone.
I agree with Rachel. I feel like it should have been handled way differently because they were both in the wrong. She's in class. She didn't need to be on her phone. He could have asked her differently and took his actions way differently because he did not have to escalate like that.
Well, my opinion is I feel like they both were in the wrong because the situation could have been resolved and it would have never went down the way it went if she would have just got up instead of being defiant. And yeah, he was in the wrong for manhandling her the way he did, which is unacceptable, but well, that wraps up a good edition of JY News. I'm E-Class.
And I'm Rachel.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Marie.
We'll see you around campus.
Go Lions!